All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Baddy Ball Z, where I highly doubt that the servers can kill the playoffs for the second week in a row. I'm AJS0 here with Thrifty Senpai for the first match of the night, atwongdotcom versus Cruzmaster. I think this is a low-key exciting match. I think Wang, he's an underdog here, but I think he has a chance. He's been improving pretty steadily, and I think this extra week of practice could be pretty big for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much he practiced, but we'll see. He's definitely been improving week to week to week, and so, like you said, low-key exciting.
I also think that it's just Cruz's play style. I don't know, man. He plays so passive some of the time. But as I say that, of course, Cruz getting the first big combo off here. Gonna put his money where my mouth is.
Immediately putting Wang into the corner here, but Wang answering back.
Yeah, a little bit of trading blows, nothing too extended so far.
Yeah.
But we see some decent assist pressure come out of Wang. And this was true when I was warming up with him earlier. And that's kind of one of those big next steps players take once they start getting good at this game. But Cruz is going to nearly secure a kill here. Dumps a few meter into Wang, who's going to probably be looking for a swap, but he wants a safe swap. Cruz doing a good job of blocking everything. Oh, but nice change up on a Wang. He should be able to get that knockdown here.
That's nice. He's got the meter. He's going to be able to tag out, get the safe swap, and a nice chunk of damage onto Goku Black here to follow up on that. Yeah, like you were saying earlier, that's definitely been Wang's strongest point here. We're going to see the swap out, though. Cruz wants that Super Saiyan Vegeta to go down.
Yo, that ain't no Super Saiyan. That's a Super Saiyan God who has attained the power of a Super Saiyan, and don't you forget it. And that is a Super Saiyan who's a God who's attained the power of a Super Saiyan that's maybe got 2 hits left in his health bar.
Yep.
And there you go, 2 hits.
There we go. Like you said, 2 was the magic number here. Time to bring in a real villain, though. Cell's going to show us how it's done. Cruz is going to get the swap out on Goku Black, though. Gets that little bit of blue health back.
Yeah, he's got the first blood. He's got the control of this match. But we'll see how long that lasts. Wang getting some nice corner pressure. He's finally hitting Cruz with some of his mix-ups.
Lots of damage coming out. 2H, though. Gonna get Trunks to go into that classic bread and butter combo.
Yeah, Cruz gonna dump. Oh, he just barely drops the combo there. That's 2 meter for nothing. That's big for Wang because he doesn't have a whole lot of health to work with. Although Black might still get the finish here. This aerial combo is putting out some decent damage, but
nope, he dropped it.
Doesn't get the higher. No, Wang wasn't blocking, so that was wrong. Oh, that's rough.
That is super rough. Wang saw that he dropped it and thought he was going to be safe. Cruz went through with it anyway, gets the raw hit and just kills him. Wang, though, interesting spot here. He's up on meter. He's still got that spark. But Cruz definitely has a bit of a health advantage here, but not by as much as you think.
Yeah, these are all characters where, I mean, one mini combo is going to finish off Black, and then, like, one extended combo, especially if he's sparking, could finish off Trunks. This could turn around real fast with all that meter. And there you go. Black is out.
Now you have to deal with me.
I say, now Trunks gonna get some of that revenge on his dad, take out daddy issues.
I don't think Trunks is looking for revenge. I think him and his dad have a pretty good relationship.
They aren't going to be after this combo.
No, you might be onto something. Cruz might be looking for the spark. You know, he's going to get the swap instead. Wang dropped the pressure, but it doesn't matter if you just pressure the swap. Then drops the combo in the air, though. Doesn't get the 2H. Wang is probably going to be looking to spark soon. Oh, but Cruz hits the 3 raw. This is gonna be close.
It's going to be really close. I think he's going to live, though. He's going to be very close. He's going to have to get that spark off right away, though. Get that blue health back. But that was almost super bad for Wang, but it's looking really good for Cruz. Oh, is this it? Oh, that's the character!
Sparking, and that's a kill.
Now you have to deal with me.
That's right. Be back. Good old father-son action to decide game 1.
This is so close. Cruz is gonna get the hard knockdown. He's gonna hit the 3. I think Wang can spark through this, but Cruz does have the spark.
Spark's totally gonna keep him alive through it, but it's gonna be how much of that health's gonna come back from the spark.
Nice. Both these. Oh! Vanish whips out of Wang, and there's the 2H.
Oh, that's it! Oh!
Oh, that was a tight game 1.
Yeah. Really, really, really close there.
Father, you really are strong.
Trunks taking out their daddy issues though. Beating up the old man for the win.
That's all for now. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, no, you were right. Like, low-key super exciting. I'm super pumped for game 2.
Yeah, same. That
Like-
was tight. We'll see what these guys learn from their first match, or if they're gonna make any swaps. I
Nope,
don't
right
think
back
either of these
into
will.
it.
To begin the match.
And, you know, sometimes some of these FGC boys like Wang, they tends to take a bit more out of a game they've already played in terms of prepping for the next one. So Cruz obviously still the favorite, but we'll see what Wang has up his sleeve. He definitely looked better as that first match went on.
Yes, I started trying to figure out Cruz there a bit. He started off this match on a lot better note here, immediately putting Cruz in the corner, kind of flipping how it was the last time.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, but with no meter around, that pressure
Yeah.
doesn't last too long. Cruz is going to take a safe swap while he has the chance, but Vegeta doesn't give a fuck who's on the other side of the game.
That's his thing. He's ready to put some cocky bastards down.
Along with my favorite mix-up, the swap mix-up. Oh, drops that combo though. This is some awkward corner play here.
Yeah. I actually really like that out of Wang though, how like he kind of mixed up, he did some unusual things there just to try and force Cruz back, because Cruz had weird spacing off of that.
And now Cruz finally starting to get some combos going here, but that's
Oh!
two. Oh no, I think that Trunks is gonna hit. That's actually a change-up I love. The delayed second super. It catches people off guard a lot.
I would say, yeah. Caught Wang tried to punish that delayed, the missed block super. Ended up actually getting punished by it because he had that chunk super going in. And he's very risky here, as he's got Cell here.
Yeah, he probably had some fairly safe options to swap there, but he didn't like them, so now he's down to just some Vegetas.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do, because like you really kind of gotta get like a little crazy when you're doing the mix, like swap across the screen there, because it gives them a lot of room to and time to react to it. That's a really dangerous swap off open. But these Vegeta's doing work.
Yeah, there should be a finish. He's gonna go for the level 3. Oh, that might have been a mistake. He wanted the 1 into a 3 there. Instead, Cruz is gonna get that swap onto Bardock.
Oh! Gets the punish one, gets the short hop over. Bardock doing things. Oh, this could be really bad. Once again, we find ourselves into a fairly similar situation as last game, which is not as good overall for Wang. He doesn't have as much meter or as much of like the health disparity. But he did almost run it back.
Yeah, but the work has to be done here. That's how Wang is starting to drop. He's dropped a few more combos than he was last game.
Yeah. I would say that's definitely been something that's like, it seems like he's had a better dial on Cruz, but the problem is like a bit of the execution's been messing up here and there.
Yeah, that combined with the fact that he's currently sitting on only 1 meter.
Yeah.
Just
Not a good
way to
spot
go.
be.
Especially as Cruz has the pressure through Wang's spark. That's probably halfway gone already. I think that's all Cruz is really going for right now. He wants to just weather the spark, and he's doing so pretty successfully. By the time this combo is done,
yeah, he can afford a level 3 here. He's got the 7.
And that spark's gonna wear out before he recovers all that.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, like, he takes a lot of the blue health off with that level 3 there. Oh, that should be a hit. Yep, that's a
kill.
That's a kill.
Well, let's just start. If you want to run it back, 1 character at a time.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. There's the spark, though.
Oh, I think Cruz hit. Yep.
That's it. Later, nerds.
Turns out it was Cruz who had the better read after the first game. All you gotta do is hope your opponent drops their combos.
Yeah, dude.
Easy stuff.
Say.
Alright, well that is game 1, so a 2-0 going over to Cruzmaster. We are going to have Zeddiccus versus Atwong coming up here in about 5 minutes, so stick around. All right, folks, welcome back to some losers bracket hype. We got Vegeta here, along with Trunks and Cell, for Zeddiccus versus Atwong. Loser is out.
Yeah. Say life is on the line, both of them making a tournament, but they're on their last match for one of these two players. And last time they played, it was really fucking hype. So I'm ready for an awesome fucking match here.
Then hoping it lives up to that hype. Wang has improved a bit after Zeddiccus. Might have lost the last match. Actually, I don't remember. But
Zeddiccus lost last time.
All right.
Yeah.
So Wang has improved, but Zed has been putting in some quiet practice too. And we got Wang though dropping some meter here, putting a nice chunk of damage into Zed's Vegeta. Zed gets the swap into the combo with the blue Vegeta. I'm so grateful when the seller of the Trunks is out because I have a vague idea of what I'm casting.
Yeah, right. Oh man. No, excellent corner pressure out of both these players so far, but finally getting a bit more confirmation. Wang kind of starting to set tempo. Actually, interesting. Zed getting a lot of damage sticking onto the cell here.
Oh, nice swap out of Wang though. Gets yellow Vegeta in.
Classic Vegeta combo, getting a little couple hits in the air, able to confirm into that Big Bang attack.
You've done it now. Out of my sight.
Now we got that father-son matchup that we are so familiar with after last game.
Yeah. Let's say the matchup that keeps on giving, and once again, son bringing the pain onto dad.
Ooh, I think this hit.
That's another.
Wang pumps it into Zed's face.
Fucking, that's a real raw right there. Oh man.
Here we go. Fucking Zed
Turn it back.
back.
Now Zed gives it real raw.
Alright, so this is living up to the hype so far. So we got both the blue Jetas in here. Zed with the vanish. Now Wang with the vanish.
Yep. Wang in a scary spot though. Once again, a lot of blue health here. He's gonna get banished. He needs to get the swap out though.
Ooh, not able to. Zed with the first blood of the match here. He's got a very, very slight advantage, but this blue Vegeta's not going to last very long.
I was saying, just one combo here. Gonna call it. He is gonna get it here right there. Oh, that's gonna seal the deal.
That was
I like
skilled.
that. That's the right call.
Yeah.
I mean, it was close on that.
I would
level
have the extra meter there too.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to like miss those. You gotta finish your plays because like,
Absolutely.
otherwise you just give him a whole nother like it to go through. You have to find your way in.
Ooh, now this is gonna be dangerous. Wang very low here, looking for the swap. But he's getting off of the assist instead, and that's gonna turn into a kill secured for Zed. Now it's just Vegeta, but we've seen Wang with some pretty epic runbacks on this Vegeta in the past. And he's got the combo on Trunks here. This could be very close to a kill. He's got
that should be it. He should be able to get a final flash here, and that should be Trunks down.
Gonna be close, but no, Trunks survives with a sliver of health. Zed gets the swap, and Wang doesn't get the 2H punish. And that's huge. That is so huge.
Yeah, that's really big, because that's a lot of blue health he's gonna get back.
Nice, a raw double one. And Wang needs to make sure he doesn't OJ this. And there we go. He's got the spark. The spark damage gonna a few hits on the auto combo, gets the finish there. And now it is always gotta come down to this Vegeta, sparking and sparking.
Yeah, Wang's actually in a good position here. He's got the meter advantage. Zed, unless he kills him here through this. Yep. Oh, shit!
He's gonna be so close, but I think the spark is gonna survive. Yes, he is gonna survive. Wang needs to keep this pressure up to keep that
got
damage
another
sticking.
one!
And I think that might be. Oh, he drops the combo in the air. Vanishes into Super, and Zed wins it. Oh, fuck!
You can't depend on mere calculations.
Oh,
That was cloudy.
oh man.
Rough stuff for Wang.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, that was only his first game.
Yeah, he still has, I mean, still has to lose another one, or he's got to win 2 more. Back against the wall. It doesn't, you don't get any more against the wall than this, you know? But really fucking close game.
Goddamn.
Yeah, goddamn is exactly about how I feel. It's like the last like 30 seconds of that match is just did
That is
not
everything we
disappoint.
play fighters for. So we'll see what that means for game 2 here. We take things over the World Tournament Arena. We have that legendary Baddy Ball Z neutral game being played to start.
Yep.
Take this. Is that all you've got? Take this. Move, Trunks. Take this. See how you like this. Is that all
Dude, I
Yeah,
appreciate
Zed
what an
though coming out of the
asshole,
gates here pretty solid. Getting quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, nothing Wang has been landing his stuff really.
Yeah.
One, maybe 2 hits at a time.
Yeah, he's having a bit of trouble confirming on this current iteration here, and he's once again. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's gonna whip that though. But I guess the swap is gonna at least hit one of those raw,
Yep.
so Trunks takes some damage and it gets that low health blue Vegeta out for Wang. That counts
Yeah.
for something.
Not wanting to repeat his mistakes that have happened in other games. He wants to get that character out, get that blue health going up.
It's good. Wong's finally looking like he's willing to play with some pressure here. He was looking like he was really caving in to Zeddiccus' assaults for a while there. But
Yeah.
he's finally started getting back on the offensive, and actually it turns into a very successful offensive as Cell's going to take out Vegeta here.
Oh, so he brings the Cell and is turning around this game rather quickly here as Cell is putting out a lot of pressure and just as much damage to match with it. Oh, that's the happy birthday. Oh. Got excited, saw the happy birthday for a second. Could have been turnaround. Trying to sneak in a raw one there.
Ooh, this could be dangerous for Zed. That's a lot of damage getting put on in Trunks.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to blow his super there. That's Trunks down. Now Zed, he at least has his spark, but he has a hell of a lot of damage to work through.
Yeah, big bang attack gonna come in. Oh!
Yeah, right.
Yep, that light gonna beat out Cell's heavy. Gonna get him a kill here. He's on the path.
Yeah,
You know, now it's
one step
Zed's
at
turn
a
to try
time.
and run back with Vegeta.
This is what Vegeta's always dreamed of, dude. Being the main character, but Blue Vegeta gonna land the raw there, and Wang forces the spark, I assume, on his own terms, but there we go. Spark's finally coming out. And Zed's in pressure, so he should recover all of this health for now. And he's putting out some very good pressure here. Actually, I think Wang should just spark this. Just match it.
Yeah, I was say. This is kind of a scary situation again. Like Zed looking pretty good here, based off
He's
that.
got
Like,
meter. That's a big thing. Wang's got to be really careful. If he gets hit by something raw here, he'll die.
yeah.
And
Oh,
that
that's
could be
it. There's the
That
character.
could be it. That aforementioned raw super. Zed is gonna take out Wang's Vegeta.
I alone am more than enough.
Use this hubris
All
against
right.
him. You should have sparked that.
Oh,
Wang does
his
have an
spark's
advantage.
out though.
Yeah, Zed's not sparking. Here we go, the level 3 on the ground. This is going to be close, but Zed's going to still have a little bit of health. Nothing to recover, though. But Zed can't on the block, and there it was.
Whoa.
2-8 finishes it in the air. And series is tied up 1-1.
Yeah. Whew. Making me sweat there.
Thanks for me.
I thought Zed made it look like he was gonna get the run back. Actually, basically both these games, like whoever had the solo Vegeta at the end, looked like they were gonna run it back, and just by the other one seated their pants, pulling out the win.
Yeah, so we got one game left here to determine who's going to advance to play either Swordandmace, myself, or G. Harris in the next rounds.
Yep.
But more importantly, to finish top 6.
You take
Top
every
6 is
place
better
you
than
get.
top 8, dude.
That's true. No, that is
It's math.
strictly,
It's fucking numbers.
strictly better.
Are you ready?
I dropped out of the math program, but I can still tell you that. And I can tell you, Zed getting a nice open here. This is the first time we've seen somebody open with like a solid 3.5K combo all match.
Yeah. And he's following up with another one.
Well, I'm gonna probably need to look
That's
for
about
an
as
early
strong
start
of an
here.
open as you could ask for here.
How's this?
Yeah, but Wang really doesn't look for swaps very aggressively, and it's gonna cost Vegeta his life here
Yeah.
without a whole lot of damage to Trunks.
Zed popping off here.
Yeah, keeping this pressure alive, and now Wang, you can kind of see it when somebody's feeling the pressure, and they just start backing up into the corner like that.
Yeah. No,
And
this is Whew. This is one-sided. Zed comes out swinging out of the gates, and he's just following
Those
up
mix-ups.
non-stop.
Oh, Wang dropped the tech there, and it cost Cell his life too. And this is a disaster of an elimination match for Wang. And all the nightmare continues as Trunks just keeps this pressure alive. A bunch of meter gonna get dropped. Wang has to spark this ASAP. He gets the spark, but he was outside of the knockback range, so that's able to keep the pressure at least for a second before Wang finally turns things around here.
Yeah, that is really rough though. Like,
Are you brave enough to take this one?
This is gonna be some good damage into Zed here, but he's probably gonna get the swap. Yeah, he gets the swap. And now Wang, he is almost out of spark here.
yeah, it's just a lot of time to run back here. It is an unfortunate way to see it going down, but it is not looking good for him. Oh, there we
He
go.
backs against the
Level
wall. You
3,
gotta call out the cocky bastard. But honestly, you maybe wanted to save that meter because you've got a lot of running back to do. But Zed does not give a damn about it, and that is it. The Dragon Rush secures this. Zed easily takes game 3, and he advances to top 6
Yeah.
at atwongdotcom. It was a good run. There's a lot of excitement. But now your run is over. Goodbye. All right, welcome back, folks. Game 3 of the night. We've got a super exciting matchup. Cruzmaster versus Jim Bone. And this is our first championship caliber match, I think. Everyone's kind of got a big four right now. They're saying these two, AJS and Swordandmace. And this is the first time two have played in the bracket here in a winner's semi.
Yeah, this is a really exciting match. Like you said, both of these people
There's no need for a warm-up here.
have a solid chance at running for the championship.
And this is where we're going to finally find out how the two groups stacked up against each other at the top level. Everyone is wanting to see what happens when Cruz, who went 7-0 in the weaker Group A, goes up against any of the top three from Group B. And, well, I put my albino coin on Jim in this one. That's all I'm going to say. But Jim does drop the combo on the open, but it doesn't matter as he's at least got the pressure.
Yeah. I said, Jim starting off really strong here, putting a lot of damage on Cruz, really setting the pace for the start of this match here.
Jim does drop multiple combos to open things here, though. He's got the pressure, but it makes me wonder if he is feeling a little shaky to start this. Maybe he needs a minute to settle in here. His Cruz blocking well, but you gotta actually start attacking well from Fighter Z.
Oh, yeah, Cruz having some excellent block strings here, but not able to find his way in.
I'm coming. How about this one? I've got you. Can we switch? I see you.
Yeah, Jim doing a good job of abusing Cruz with some of these Dragon Rushes. Cruz does have a tendency to block, I think, more than any of the other top players in this do, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Jim keep going for these Dragon Rushes. And now Bardock is in some threat here, but no, once again, Jim doesn't get the hard knockdown, but it doesn't matter when you get the 2H.
Yep, that's going to be a dead Bardock. Wait, oh!
No, I think
he messed it up. He did it too late, so he did it too late, and so Nappa just blasted him out of safety from Goku's super.
Oh, you know, I just thought of something. For some people that may not be aware, Cruz does play on a fairly sketchy Wi-Fi connection. Jim might just be dropping some of these combos to the Wi-Fi.
There's still, the delay's been constantly 2 frames.
No, we don't see the delay from players, see?
Oh!
I played Cruz the other night, and it was difficult. And with the number of these we've seen Jim dropping, I'm starting to think that might be the case. But, Black barely gonna survive there, but Jim goes for the force swap. Doesn't get the force swap, though. He's getting the 2H punish, but
time to end this.
still a pretty decisive advantage for Jim here.
Yeah, Jim looking in control this entire match, though.
Get over here. Take this.
Like, I was like, honestly, besides the fact that that he's just dropping combos left and right, like,
He's looked like he's completely outclassed Cruz so far.
Exactly.
But Cruz finally gonna make a big play of his own, drop some good damage into Goku, but doesn't punish the swap much.
Come on. Take this. See how it's over. Burning attack.
Nope, that's not. Yeah, really impressed on Jim's block strings though here. The only thing, he has really solid pressure with Trunks. The only thing I've kind of noticed is that he's doing the same block string over and over again, and I think Cruz is starting to pick up on that.
Yeah, Jim hasn't really had a whole lot of mix-ups coming. That's maybe been his biggest flaw, but at the same time, when you're taking advantage of so much, sometimes you don't really feel like you need to do much. But Cruz gets a nice force swap here. Now they saw very low health Trunks right into the combo from Cruz, but not a finish. Getting pretty aggressive with some of these vanishes. Now Jim doesn't get the hard knockdown.
Yep. And all of a sudden, though, despite the fact that Cruz is setting the pace, Jim was setting the pace this entire beginning of the game and looking way dominant, Cruz is in a really good spot to actually win this here.
And once again, combo drop from Jim, but the biggest thing that worries me right now, but it doesn't matter. Cruz gets the first blood.
Yeah, every single one of Gharris' characters is very low health.
Yeah, Cruz is one of the spots where it's really difficult to spark, because there's really no one with the health to utilize it.
No, yeah. He's really basically his goal here is to probably try and work out. Like, he really wants to try and tag into Bardock at some point during one of these combos if he can. Because that's the last person you're going to be stuck with. Because Spark will actually do nothing for you there. At least with Goku Black's health pool and Trunks' health pool, you can utilize. Ooh.
There's the spark out of Jimbo. And Cruz dodges, but he gets 2H, and that's going to be a first kill for Jim. This is
the only character that Cruz can actually like effectively use a spark on. So he's in a really awkward situation.
Yeah, if I were Cruz, I would just be open with the spark, and there we go.
So yeah, Spark just kept him alive there.
No, but not for long enough.
But not for the second combo. Yeah, it's. I mean, it saved him from one combo. It's not going to save him if he immediately gets into another second combo there.
It's Cruz that drops the combo. Bad hit confirmed there. But doesn't matter. He gets the next one, and now here it is. Goku against his father. Cruz still has the sparking for a moment.
Yeah, Spark really doesn't matter here with Jim having the level 3 here.
You're not gonna get away with this.
Oh, what happens? Nothing. They both. Aggressive.
Oh my god.
What a majestic fucking ending to this game. God damn, that was a SPL cloud if I've ever seen one.
Holy fuck. That was like...
And just like we all predicted, Jim takes the first one.
And way closer than we ever thought at the beginning, though. Holy shit. That game was a fucking slugfest. Like, there was not many combos or anything. They both just stood there in a ring like two heavyweights, and it's just like taking turns, just throwing haymakers into the other one's face, and then says, alright, your turn, slap me right on the cheek here.
Alright, we'll see what they've taken away from this first one here. Jim gets the W.
Yep. Now to see who comes in swinging for this next one, and Cruz already off to a significantly better start than he was in the last one.
Is that all you... I'm coming! Why? I'm coming! I got you! Goku! Take this! I see you! Give me a hand! I see you!
Jim putting out some good combos, but
yeah.
Rough drops in the air. There we go. Cruz gets a swap, and this is
oh,
gonna be
that
dangerous.
2H should be good though.
But,
oh, he drops it! That's a really rough drop. He gets the tag out there. Like a safe tag out. Oh, God.
there we go. The punish out of Cruz. We'll see if he can force the swap. And yeah, that's going to be Trunks coming back out for Jim in a lot of danger.
Yeah. That Trunks still pretty much in one combo range, but depending on where he confirms, Cruz might have to use a meter to finish it off. Yep, there we go.
But nope, not today. And there we go. Cruz.
He used the advantage to get in, though, at the very least, but like still not bad. Like good recovery from what was going on there.
Take this! You need to be stopped!
Oh, I think that hit. Yeah, that's a raw 3. The most damaging 3 in the game, too.
Oh, that's some pain here. Cruz gotta look for a swap. Like if he finds a swap, he's in a great spot.
Fortunately
Jim's
for Jim's
doing a
sake,
good
he
job.
gets this pressure.
Yep. I say Jim doing a good job. Gets a vast majority of that health back. But Cruz is gonna say, okay, I'll put that damage on a Goku instead now.
Yeah, it dumps both his level 1s he has available. And now Jim, oh, he's gonna go for the raw.
He gets it!
His black trying to transmission. And that should give Jim the safe slot that he wants. Yep. Nappa back in.
Once again, lots of blue health gets back.
Cruz is still in a pretty good spot here.
Oh, yeah. What? Very nice Nappa combo gonna come out here.
There we go. There's the swap.
Yep.
Nappa and that Cyberman comboing on the bar.
Fucking Jim popping off on this Nappa here.
Yeah, he's gonna need a lot more. Fortunately, Jim blocks that level 1 out of Bardock. As, I'm expecting this Jim spark to come out.
Yeah, I was like, he's definitely trying to maximize his free health here, and he's done a pretty good job on it. There's the spark to get it back as well. I like that choice overall.
Take this. Time to end this. Burn it. Don't underestimate me.
I was like, hey, it keeps it through the whole combo. But that doesn't matter much
Still
afterwards.
gets the finish.
Yeah,
This is,
cruising out.
It's my turn.
How much plot armor can Goku have? We're about to find out.
Yeah, is this really DBZ? Well, you will find out. If Goku runs all three back, this is DBZ IRL. But looks like Dad says, I'm gonna open up a can on you. We're gonna bring out Goku Black to finish the job.
Yeah, Cruz doesn't want to deal with any of that. Oh, Jim can probably afford to take 2 hits the rest of this
vanish
game
kill.
at most, and doesn't even get to. Tied up 1-1, Cruz looked in control.
You foolishly defied a god. You have sealed your fate for eternity.
Hey, game 3 hype. Keeping the dream alive.
Yeah, game 3, which we're always hoping for here.
Yeah.
We'll see what Jim's able to do to bounce back after that one, because that was rough.
That was a very rough one. And if Cruz wins this, Cruz is still undefeated, maintaining like those 2 undefeated players through all the matches.
Are you ready? Go! Let's go! Give me a hand. Take this. I see you. That's just the trick.
Door open with some nice Baddy neutral, as always.
Dude, neutral game, best game. Don't you know?
Just the trick.
Didn't you get the message? That's what the SBLs told me.
Take this.
I do love bad neutral play.
That should be an emote, I feel like, bad neutral.
Well, we got to get a few more subscribers before we get any more. So, everyone, make sure you drop your money directly into my bank account here.
Nothing like a shameless plug.
Oh, I got no shame.
Yep.
But,
Oh, the 2H punish on the dash, on the swap. But not too much comes from it. As far as 2H punishes go, that was pretty painless.
There's so much Masenko spam.
Fucking laser beams everywhere. Oh, Cruz's turn for damage. This should be Jin's Trunks going down.
Yeah, once
Cruz
again.
going first
Cruz-
blood once again.
Yeah, and he hasn't taken too much damage in the process, especially if he swaps this Trunks out, which with the slow pace of play here,
Yeah.
should have the opportunity to. And that's what really I think is defining this matchup to me, is this has gone on. Cruz has slowed the tempo of this game down so much since the first game.
Yeah.
And that means the gym is playing Cruz's game right now. Cruz is very happy about that. And that's going to turn into a big level 3 here out of Rose.
Yeah. No. Like, that's a really big thing. Like, Cruz is definitely one of the slower paced players. And SBL, oh, is he gonna do the swap? No, no swap. But yeah, like you were saying, like, Cruz is definitely one of the slowest paced players in the,
He's
in
the only
league.
one of the top players I would describe as slow tempo.
Yeah,
It-
he
it's
is
drastically
definitely
different
the
than how
slowest of the
Jim
top
and Soul
players.
play. And it's been really interesting to see how, as this match has gone on, the pace has changed from Jim's tempo to Cruz's.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
feel like
working for him.
I think Cruz done a really good job, like, trying to get Jim to shift into that tempo.
Yeah, I think, we've said it a few times. There we go. Jim finally uses a Dragon Rush. We haven't seen one of those in a while. Jim just hasn't mixed up his combos enough. I feel like I've been seeing the exact same block swing out of Jim
No, yeah,
every
it's-
single time he attacks.
It is. It's like very consistently been the same block, like same single time block swing, same combo. Like it's good to have like solid bread and butter combo and have that down. But the thing is, you have to have different ways to enter it. And Jim seems like he's always trying to enter it the same way. And Cruz is really, really dialed into that these last 2 games.
Yeah, now Cruz has to...
Oh, that's so rough. That's the level 2 spark, but
That
only
is-
on one character.
The unsafe spark, and now it is Nappa trying to run things back. Jim has said a lot about this Nappa. We're going to finally find out how true it is.
How strong are the fingers?
And he is blowing some tilty vanishes right now. Jim looks flustered. He knows he's got to run this back. As he pops 3 vanishes in a row, none of them do a thing.
He gets the hit confirmed though. He's gonna do the nap dive, bring him down, slam him around a bit, but
he's gonna need a lot of help from that Cyberman down there.
now Cyberman and Claps
doing
aren't gonna get you there when you're fighting Bardock. This will probably not kill, but
it'll be
he's gonna
close
be rough.
here.
Yeah, there we go. There's
that's
the
it.
finish. Cruz bring it
man.
home. Still undefeated.
And he looked good, man. After that
Yeah.
first game was so close, Cruz took over to bring that series back.
Yeah, he dialed it like really hard. Game 1, real rough. Games 2 and 3,
You have sealed your fate for
like game 2 especially was just, it was 100% the Cruz show. Game 3, same channel.
So we'll be back in just a moment. We got myself versus G Harris, and we got some different casters coming in here, so stick around.
User
All right, welcome back, and we are here for another exciting match. AJS0 versus G Harris. Coming in here with my buddy Destructive Dude. How's it going today?
Hello. It's going pretty good. Pretty hyped for this match. G Harris was once a dominant force, reigned supreme, but as we all know, no one has seemed up to par with AJS0 beside our boy Swordandmace. So let's see who brings out the firepower this evening.
Yeah, G Harris came into this league actually quite feared for his Android 16, and now he's just kind of middle of the pack. Pretty close to bottom tier of these playoff players, but we'll see how he fares against AJS0. Coming in getting his ass whooped off the gate, though.
Absolutely destroying AJS0, leaving no room for error as he pumps out the quick Kid Buu level 1 combo. And with a blink of an eye and a snap of the fingers, G Harris's best character goes down. AJS0 not even losing a sliver of HP.
Yeah, this is really rough. Looks like G Harris is getting a few hits off the gate, which is nice for him, but he's got a long way to come back. He's just not being able to block anything. AJ's just reading him like a fucking book.
The quick super dash gets caught out easily by AJS0, a big veteran player. And we'll see if G Harris can turn this around. Catching a little bit of momentum here, comboing the Kid Buu. Another faulty super dash will give AJS0 a little bit of health back, putting him right back in that level 1 combo.
That's surprising.
Yeah, this is looking rough from Gharris, getting punished by his 2 H's and not really able to hold thing together of substantial damage at least. Oh, here comes the
Gharris
final
just lost
flash.
the raw level 3 into the level
Level
5.
5.
This could kill.
Oh,
Just a
it does
sliver of
not.
health.
This is brutal.
And he's gonna let AJS0 switch back over to the Kid Buu, allowing Android 18 to get all that HP back unless he can get the tag off.
Yeah, he's not able to get any grab going to knock him out. He's trying to hit the 2 H's, maybe getting the Android 18 back in, but he just keeps whiffing every single uppercut, and AJS0 is glad to punish.
AJS0 just pounding on the damage here. There goes Gharris' Blue Vegeta. And just like that, Wang, we're down to just one character, and it looked like for a second that there was hope for Gharris. Can he pull it out? Level 3 sparking.
I think the hope for Gharris is in the next game.
Never say die, but I tend to agree with you here. Big bang attack coming out. But it's going to go right through it with the Big E into the level 1. That's going to be night-night for Gharris.
AJS0
Pasta,
didn't even
baby.
have to eat the orange.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
that's
the Baddy
sparking.
Overwatch League. Or Baddy Dragon Ball League. Here lies Gharris. What a machine. AJS0 taking that game handedly, and as we said pre-game, before the match, Gharris' best character is the Android 16, and Android 16 was on screen for maybe 20 seconds. Maybe 20 seconds.
Got to really pull something out of his ass for this one. Not changing up his team at all. Still going with the Android and the Vegetas, as he has all tournament. Hopefully this works out better this time.
Launching straight in. We'll see if we can get any kind of traction. We'll see if Gharris hands out the controller to his older brother or takes it from his younger brother here. Hopefully he can get some more traction going, but AJS0 keeping the dominant force that he's been all season.
Gharris can't get any worse. He is the youngest brother. There is nobody to hand the controller off to come out of the gate worse than him.
And AJS0 just putting on the constant damage into Android 16. But here comes Gharris, finally able to put some damage on the Kid Buu.
Getting the grab, not able to pull off the dunk into the... Man, just some of the combos that I feel like that we received in Gharris hit earlier on in this tournament, he can no longer hit. I feel
and just like that, he's already gone.
I feel like week 1, that would have been an Android 16 done.
I truly believe that as well, but we are going to have to continue to move on here. And AJS0 dropping the level 1 combo. A little bit of hope here for the Vegeta. He lands the Key Barrage. We'll see if he can get anything out of it. Putting a little bit of damage on here. AJS0 going for the dunk into the level 1 from Android 18. A big mix-up. Able to block it all is Gharris. Nice putting on a basic combo with Vegeta. No lasting damage, so that's really going to be effective. He needs to use some of that almost 6 bars of meter that he's just been saving up.
Oh, and AJS0 goes for the charge, gets about 2 bars out of it, and isn't punished at all. Oh,
but here comes the level 3.
Oh,
the final flash misses.
It's too goddamn high.
He's too high into the level 1 from AJS0, but that sparking is going to heal back most of that health. Here comes the blue Vegeta with a good vanish. Gharris needs to take down at least the 18 here, and he does. He secures at least a kill. It's practically even. AJS0 has not the meter advantage, but he does have the sparking advantage in this situation.
Yeah, and this is pretty much the best situation that Gharris could be hoping for going into this.
However,
but he is
losing all that HP super early on is not the way he wants to start off this fight.
Master Curse.
He's going to be able to block all this damage from the 2 meters. Big Dragon Rush here from Vegeta. Getting him into a basic combo.
Got 7 bars. Use it. Use it.
AJS0 using the Sparking Blast. Oh, and the blue Vegeta level 1 hits at max range. Can
Yeah,
Gharris pull off something miraculous here?
Gharris is looking like he handed that controller off.
He did, in fact, hand the controller off, but Android 821 does so much damage. Just an incredible amount. Here
Harris
comes
is starting to
Vegeta.
read AJS0 very well. Knows
Hits
when
him
he's
with the
gonna
final
block.
flash. Will this kill?
No,
Oh,
it doesn't
buddy.
even hit.
He techs out of it. AJ0 with a huge tech into the block. That was
No
Gharris'
sparking
best
blast.
Throws
G
out
Harris
the
just like
run.
fucking
And
run
that one
again.
connects.
Oh my god. But here
Holy
comes the
shit.
nightmare fuel. This Kid Buu, the only thing standing between G Harris and one win over AJS0.
Here comes
For
G
this
Harris.
round.
The vanish! Oh, the vanish. AJS0 gets caught in the corner. But the vanish lands on the uppercut. AJS0 is going to take out Blue Vegeta. OMG. Ladies and gentlemen, G Harris
There's no
does
bar.
not have enough meter. He
No
doesn't
bar.
have enough bar to get a vanish.
And he
He
gets
gets
hit.
punished.
He gets hit.
One key back. He needs the vanish once.
Oh, no,
He's not
but
going to get it.
He gets eaten. Oh, but he still has health. And he gets the
G
Holy
Harris.
shit. SBL Clown. SBL
SBL
Clown.
Clown. SBL Clown in the chat. AJ0 from the brink of death. G Harris had an opportunity to bring it back, reverse sweep, but could not finish it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What a match. What a match. Wang, thank you for joining me
Yeah,
on
no
this
problem.
commentating journey. Ladies and gentlemen, do not turn that dial in just 4 quick minutes. We're going to have the next match of the evening. It is going to be it's going to be Wang himself versus I have no idea.
G Harris. G Harris.
Buddy joined
G
your
Harris.
channel.
G Harris will get a second opportunity at fame. Do not change the dial.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm Thrifty Senpai tagging in for one more game with Destructitude, and we have one hype match for you. We have Gharris versus Wang and losers.
Get excited, everyone of the internet. As we just saw previously on Baddy Ball Z, Gharris got absolutely smacked game 1 against AGS0. Game 2, he had a small sliver of hope, lost it by, and I quote, a pencil dick. So we will see if he can take some of that adrenaline and take it all out on the red-headed stepchild that is Wang, but do not get it twisted. Wang is here to stay and play as he puts out insane amounts of damage on Gharris' 16. But Gharris is coming out. He heard Wang talk shit about his dunks, and now he's here to do some damage.
Yeah, both those characters getting swapped out, gonna get that blue health out. Goku Black now laying down some hurt on Vegeta.
Gharris hitting him in with the 2H combo, going up high, trying to see if he can do any sort of damage. Drops it. Goku Black coming in. It's a combo v combo battle here.
Yep. Wang, though, setting the pace for this game, putting a lot of damage on Gharris, and really just dictating where it's going, getting combos that are sticking, and chaining them into the supers here once again. Like,
lots of good combo work coming out of Wang. Gharris with the 2 bars of meter, now 3, has not been using his meter effectively. The last 2 games we've seen, Wang using his meter pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, Wang's doing a great job here. He's burning through meter quickly, but the thing is, he's setting the pace of this game completely. Like, Gharris has not had any time to breathe, get that super going. Wang has just pushed him around from corner to corner, getting damage on all these characters. So you look at those health bars, like, there's got a lot of blue, but a lot of people low, and this could be first kill of the game here.
And it will be. Quick kill from Wang. He takes out the big player, which is 16. But as we saw from his matches against AGS0, Gharris feeling pretty comfortable on both of his Vegeta picks. He needs to get some damage up. He still has 5 bars of meter.
Yeah, that's his second character down here. Wang coming out strong, just going stronger the rest of this game is going. This Vegeta's gonna have to pull out a lot of work to run this game back. You see the spark come out.
And it looks like we're gonna get a raw final flash out of Gharris.
Oh, it's so
lag.
fucking hard, it broke the stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel.
Yeah. Shit.
Technical difficulties. We really have no idea what's going on, but if you guys are new,
that's not good. Connection has been lost.
Connection has been lost. Literal final flash.
Yeah,
it looks like Gharris may have broken his computer, but as you guys are here, if you've never watched the stream before, welcome to the Sway and Baddy League. If you've never heard of Twitch Prime, connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and subscribe to the channel and get this really radical clown emote. It's pretty cool. We love it.
Gharris, though. He
Gharris,
final flashed so hard. It's his final flash. He final flashed so fucking hard. He flashed out of the fucking game. Nowhere to be seen.
Nowhere to even be found. But just remember that if yeah. So that's
no, dude, that's fine. That's all right. You know, we got a couple moments here. We'll take a breather, chill down.
We'll take a breather. We'll talk about what's going on. Everybody that's watching.
User joined your channel.
Hey guys, just a quick update.
Yeah.
On the situation. It looks like Gharris's PC just crashed real fast. He's gonna reboot, and it looks like we're going to just replay out that game 1.
All right. Sounds good.
So you want us to work the crowd? We can work the crowd.
I mean, we got some time. We got a few minutes for it to boot up.
I mean, it looks like he's already loaded back in. I think it was just the game that crashed, not the whole PC.
Even better, yeah. But during this short period, give a little shout out to our sponsors. Water. Remember, it's free unless you pay for it. And our other sponsor, Bad Dragon. Destructitude, why don't you tell me about Bad Dragon?
Ladies and gentlemen, as someone who, so for those of you who don't know about the Baddy Overwatch League, the winning team of the Baddy Overwatch League got a free paid for Bad Dragon sex toy product from the moderators of the Baddy Overwatch League, and I will tell you right now that I absolutely love my giant rainbow dragon dildo. If you guys do not like yours, you're not doing it right. So please check out our sponsors, Bad Dragon, as well as Subway. Eat fresh and water. Remember, water is only free if you don't pay for it. If you pay for it, it's not free. So don't pay for water. Why would you pay for water? Water's free. You are water. You're made of water.
You're mostly water. That is true. That's why you gotta drink. Gotta stay hydrated so you can be hype. scream your fucking head off at some DBZ.
This is the part of the stream where I would casually self-plug myself, but I'm not shallow like that. So hi, I'm reading Twitter. Thrifty, what are you doing?
Oh, you
Or
know, I'm
wait-
just kind of, we're sitting here having a good time, you know.
Having a good
It's
time.
this is not. I mean, we've
This
been
is not
fortunate.
scripted. We are just
Oh, no.
working the crowd here, guys. Let's tell some jokes.
Yeah.
You got any cool jokes?
Oh God. Yeah, no, dude. This is not like. I mean, this is classic. This is like classic Swain Baddy League stuff here. We haven't had this happen for BBC. It's been running real smoothly until now. But pauses. Let me tell you about pauses. In League of Legends, especially, you go through a week without a pause, and that was a good week.
That was a pretty good week. We
Yeah,
had
no, you don't normally have that happen. Like, dude, we've had some pretty gnarly pauses before. So
we've had some sick pauses. We've also had a couple pauses in the Overwatch League. Make sure yeah, Overwatch League pauses. Everybody knows about the dreaded how's my dick taste Overwatch League pause that is shattered throughout the Overwatch League halls, written on the floorboards. I believe a man died once. So that's cool.
I heard 2 or 3 died.
Ooh, my will to live died. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just hanging out, waiting for this game to come back on. G Harris had a quick malfunction of his computer. Unfortunately, his game died. We're very sad to hear about the passing of his PC. Rest in peace. Make sure if you open up command prompt, you don't say delete system 32.
Everyone, I want you to know, if you guys go to GoFundMe//SlainBL, you can go start funds right now to raise money for Grant Harris's new PC. If you guys go and each give $1 right now, we might get him in the next hour. I can't promise you anything, though.
Well, I will say, though, is if you go on www.amazon.com/baddragon, you will be able to purchase any of Amazon's premium selection of Bad Dragon sex toys. And if you go to Bad Dragon's website and use your discount code, this is not an actual sponsorship, you will not get any percentage off, because why the fuck would you purchase one of these things?
Hey, wake up.
Why would you do it?
I don't know, man. You're the one who said you loved yours.
It was a free paid for gift.
Yeah, I'll say, hold on, guys. All right, we've gotten word. Grant Harris will be a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and switch to Team Paused. We will catch you guys back at about 8:30 or so. Stay tuned. Alright everybody, welcome back. Sorry about that delay, but we're going to get right back into it. That last game, not going to count, no winner off that one, so we're back at Game 1, Gharris versus Wang, and the rest of the match is going to run 15 minutes behind schedule.
Hopefully, Gharris punched his hole through a monitor and realized that he needs to play a little bit better and not wait, not use so much meter. As he comes out swinging for the fences, chat. Look at this man, but Wang realizes what he can do against it. Gharris coming big out again.
Yeah, Gharris' best character is that Android 16, and he is showing it for us here as he's getting just all sorts of damage. This is looking completely different from our game here, and he's going to get a very quick kill on the Gohan.
What?
Dude, looks like that break was what Gharris needed here. Got himself a bit of a breathing room here, and this looks like a totally different game here. He has already done more damage than Wang took the entire last game, basically.
But now Wang coming out a little bit stronger here with it, with the Goku Black, baiting him into the super dash, into the 2H, into the big uppercut, back into a level 1 combo. Gharris needs to pick up the pace a little bit.
Now, yeah, Goku Black was what Wang was having a lot of success on the last time here, and once again is showing up. That seems to be either like what he's got, his number, or Gharris just not too comfortable playing against that Goku Black. We're going to see an early spark to get that blue health back.
But Wang keeping him up in the air, not really letting Gharris use the full frontal of that sparking. And Gharris pulls off the Rollo 3 and it connects on Wang.
Raw 3 and Rollo, that's another character tag.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we positive that Gharris did not just put HGH into his Xbox controller?
You know, looking completely different here. There's still some hope for Wang. He does have that spark. He's about even on meter here. Definitely run backable, but ball definitely in Gharris' court right now.
But Wang realizes that his back is against the ball. He has a lot of help on that Vegeta, and with that sparking in his back pocket, he'll be able to do a lot of damage, especially taking out the blue Vegeta.
Great spark discipline here from him. Gonna be able to keep that spark going through as he's only got 2 characters left. Finally gonna bust it out, and he's got health advantage now. It's not over 2 characters, but it might be over 1 for each very soon here.
He's gonna get comboed in the corner here, and he needs to try and bust out and take out of this as fast as he can. Fuel has as much power, but he's gonna get hit with the level 1, the final
That's
flash,
level 3.
and the Hell's Flash level 3, but that can come back to haunt Gharris as he could have simply ended Wang's career by hitting him with the level 3 self-destruct, and he loses Android 16 in the process. It might have been a misinput, as now Wang coming out with guns ablazing, trying to finish this game off. He should be able to, and he does. Gharris dropping the killing blow could come back to haunt him in this series.
Yeah, he actually, where he got that level 3 there, like when you drag him down, you cannot always get them in options. Like where he was going, Gharris would have had an option to, he could have missed the level 3. Wang had an option to get out of it.
But risk reward, had to take it. Would have taken too long.
I don't know if he had a risk reward. Like he still had 2 characters left. Like obviously, I mean that's the ideal situation. You go for it. But like, there's definitely merits for going to both ways.
Regardless of how you want to slice it and or dice it, Wang takes game 1 like he was probably going to the first time around. Gharris, though, came out a lot stronger. Can he translate some of that energy into this match? His back against the wall. He is playing for his right to continue to stay in Baddy Ball Z.
Yep. Wang coming out much better than the last match here. Looking a bit more comfortable after he ran that back with that Vegeta. Not losing Gohan right away. That's definitely a plus. But
Here
Android
comes the
16
from
coming out.
Gharris. Hit him with the Hell's Flash level 1, that nice combo, that clean combo. Baits the vanish and could honestly take Gohan right here, but Wang will be able to get that tag
That's
out.
a drop combo. And Wang gonna get Gohan out. Now gonna get Goku Black in. See if this gives Gharris fits once again.
And Gharris getting comboed in the corner there. Wang gonna put that level 1 down from Goku Black with the Zamasu carry. We'll see what G. Harris is going to do as he is just getting absolutely pummeled by this Goku Black, who still has not taken a single hit point yet of damage.
No, this Goku Black popping off for Wang once again, just like we had before our fucking delay. Just running
He's going to take
through G.
down
Harris.
G. Harris's Vegeta.
This is the end. This is the end.
And now here comes Blue Vegeta from G. Harris, but Wang just looking unstoppable. But he's gonna get hit with the raw level 3 from G. Harris.
The
Blue
raw,
Vegeta, but opts out to not tag, and he's gonna go down.
I was like, quick
Oh,
vanish,
no.
gonna put it down. It is now Android 16 versus the world. One beefy boy versus all of Wang.
All of Wang's meta carry heroes, but here comes Wang's Goku Black, who hasn't seen a swap in Lord knows how long, but G. Harris's 16 is powerful. He is one big beast, but that Sparking Blast is gonna just absolutely run through G. Harris, and G. Harris is just out of there.
I did not think you would fight by my side.
You had a good run, G. Harris,
Where has your
but Wang will move on, keeping his dreams alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank Thrifty Senpai for hanging out with us today on stream. Thank you so much. But wait a diggity darn minute here, as the next game coming up, it is the match that we honestly have all been waiting for in my eyes. Match of the night potential. We have Swordandmace versus AJS0. Be ready. It's
Well, hello, ladies and gents. You are in store for the Albino Joe solo cast because Destructive Dude over here does not know how spectating works. Is that correct?
I broke my game.
Yeah, 100% rip. Anyway, so this fight between AJS0, Swordandmace, probably going to be the matchup we see in the finals. I think that's like the fan consensus. I'm not 100% sure on that because I'm bad at this game and I don't know the players. But Swift is making the big man his bitch right now as he gets the hard knockdown into the level 1 and Brawley has a sliver of health left. Swordandmace is not looking too hot right now, even though he's landing a combo of his own with a swap to get that blue health back. Good on him. But Team Waifu coming in, Android 18, getting welcome to the party with a massive beating from the Rage Kid Gohan over here. And Sword is looking like he's kind of in the driver's seat after taking that brutal combo from the very beginning here. And yeah, just as I say that, Rage Man kills the small little Boo. And now altered form, sexier female Boo, aka Android 21, is out on the field here for AJS0. And we'll see what one of the waifus from Team Waifu can actually do here.
Remember, chat, this is one of the most hype matches we've seen. AJS0 coming in, looking almost unstoppable the entire season. And then Swordandmace post week 1 has also been one of the most unstoppable forces we've ever seen.
Yeah, Swordandmace, I mean, you know, he's got all of his experience in other games. What is it, Street Fighter 5 or something like that? He's actually put in some time. Yeah, he's put in some time. He's doing work now. I don't think he's dropped a game since week 1. And isn't AJS0 undefeated?
I am pretty positive AJS0 is undefeated.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a hype match. I wish I could be able to cast it, but I can't. But what I can see is that AJS0 doing a little bit of work. Swordandmace needs to play a little bit smarter here, having those meters, but it looks like we have a meter tie-up here.
Here comes the pain.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the match is looking pretty even at this point. And yeah, Swordandmace, you know, this is something to consider. This is kind of some practice for him going into this weekend where I believe he's going to be playing in a fairly large Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament.
So we definitely wish him our best Baddy Ball luck as we.
Yeah, exactly. And if he can dish it out to AJS0, that's again, arguably one of the best players in our little group here. That's saying something. But Sword is on the ropes here. Brawley, the only one left in his crew. No Spark. He's doing work. Popping off that level 1. There's going to be a sliver of life left on Android 21. Or not. Wow, I can't do math with whatever the hell damage Brawley's dishing out here.
Yeah, Brawley's level 3 out of the grab is something to not fuck with, as Swordandmace makes this an even one-on-one, no sparking, not cannon. That's a level 3. That's a big grab!
Fucking Duns.
Level 3 command grab out of the Android 18.
Oh my god, Lexi wins!
Willie into level 3! Willie into level 3!
Oh my god, no. Destructive, you're behind. You're behind, Destructive.
I'm sorry. But who won? I'm pretty sure Swordandmace won. Swordandmace won, right? Chat.
Correct.
Swordandmace wins! I'm going. I don't need a cast. I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, I am ready.
Man. Yeah, the double vanish into yeah, whatever was going on there. It was very close. Sliver against Sliver, but
Dick v. Dick.
Yeah,
Dick
exactly.
size v. Dick size. But we are back. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get it mistaken. I'm coming up next. This is my turn to cast. Joey and I are gonna make some memes happen. AJS0 looking to be a little bit shaken here, but and Swordandmace coming out. Gotta keep the pressure high. Octane.
Yeah, for sure. Big dude has to be bullying the small dude just as he did in the first match here, but it does not necessarily look that way so far as AJS0 is in the driver's seat, kicking Brawley's ass.
Out of my way.
The swap does have to come out. Swordandmace, very smart swap, a lot of blue health left on that Brawly, and that Piccolo's doing all sorts of work on Kid Buu here. A lot of damage coming down and going to be very close to dead, but not quite. The safe swap comes in, Android 18's out on the field.
And that's pretty big for AJS0, but Swordandmace, all he has to do is get a quick Dragon Rush to get the Kid Buu back tagged in, getting out of the corner combo effectively. Swordandmace doing some damage here. He's going to swap back in that Kid Buu, and here comes Swordandmace. He's going to put as much pressure on the Kid Buu as he possibly can to get him out, and there it is. Huge character take for Swordandmace.
You know, Destructive Dude, do you think AJS0 has like any sort of plot armor? You know, having he's the commissioner of this all, right? Like, he has to be the winner. Is that how that works?
He may have to be the winner, but let us all remember that Swordandmace did not want to enter this league knowing he would be the biggest, baddest mofo to enter the building. AJ0 has ordered a tall glass of kick-ass, and we'll see if Swordandmace can open up. And AJ0 looks a bit shaken, not stirred here. And Swordandmace is just laying down the fight. AJ0 seems to open up the fights pretty early with a lot of good damage, but Broly has really good health recovery, and Swordandmace knows exactly how to counter. But as I say that, there goes Broly.
Yeah, Brawly downs are coming out of AJS0, and it is even-ish at this point as the level 3 from Android 18s. Arsenal just gets wasted. That was blocked.
Huge block there. Swordandmace able to block a little bit of the damage with the vanish coming out from 18. But AJ0 gonna dash right into a level 3, but he is able to attack and block it. Huge block. And Swordandmace consciously keeping in Piccolo instead of bringing in Teen Gohan.
Nope, the Rage Cage is out. Teen Gohan, full bar health. The Spark is still in Swordandmace's hands here, even though he is 1v2.
And here it comes. But a misinput there, was able to block some of the key blasts. And here comes Teen Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 machine with the Sparking Blast, able to take down Android 18. And with the Sparking Blast still going, this could be game for AJS0.
Yeah, very even game aside from that spark here. The meter is a little bit in AJS0's favor, however. And Swordandmace is laying down some beatdown, but AJS0's giving it right back to him.
I'm gonna right back to him. Swordandmace still has that spark up. He's gonna be able to recharge that health, and he still has the meter advantage, but he's gotta find an opening. He has found the opening. Will he be able to put him in? This is gonna be a level 3. This is gonna hit. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, GG.
Wow.
AJS0's one loss on record comes at the hands of Swordandmace. The level 3 could have been a 5, was not needed to be that big of a dickhead. AJS0, we love you, but it's time to go. Just kidding, I lied.
Losers bracket, man.
I'm off stream. Big dicks, I'm out. Bye.
Oh my god. Stay tuned. Well, hello, baddies of the Baddy Ball League team over here. I'm casting a game with this is Albino John. I'm casting a game with yours truly, my Wang. How you doing, my Wang?
Doing pretty good.
What do you think of this, man?
This is an age-old rivalry. AJS versus Zeddiccus. Like, this is the fight that we always want to see, no matter what game it's in. It could be League of Legends, it could be Baddy Ball, it could be Overwatch. You always want to see AJS versus Zeddiccus.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, the roommates, I don't know what's going to happen after this match in their house. Maybe a domestic might be called in. Who knows?
I think the only way that a domestic is getting called in. Oh my god!
Wow.
Zeddiccus. Zeddiccus has just taken a character off of AJS Zero. He's coming out here strong. He's swinging. Dude, he's not fucking playing around. This is...
He's tryharding. Zeddiccus is pulling out all the stops here. Doing a single kick into a level 1. Laying down some damage. And all of his team is rather healthy. For Zeddiccus' team here, and AJS Zero is just, he's 2/3 of what he could be, and he faces the wrong way for, was that a level 3?
I'm not actually sure. He just burned a bunch of bars that he didn't need to, but it's okay.
Tell me, was it a level 3? Anyway, oh, the boot! Oh, that was big from AJS Zero. All that blue health that Trunks should have gotten back is no longer a factor. And he's gonna get his ass kicked.
Yeah, Zed's still looking not that bad. Losing Trunks right there. He's down to the Vegetas. This is the core of his team. He's already out of the Kid Buu, which I think is AJ's best character.
Oh yeah. By far, I think most would agree with you on that. And Trunks is actually Zeddiccus' new addition to the team, but the double Vegeta is something that he likes to run a lot, especially since the changes. And it's working wonders for him, but not right now.
And AJS knocks out the Super Saiyan Vegeta, but we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta coming in. That is a god that has ascended to the Super Saiyan level, ready to kick some ass. Pummeling down AJ's. Popping that spark. AJ's counters with the spark back. I think Zed's still going to have us for a second or two more than AJ's, though. Oh, Zed getting some happy birthday hits.
Yeah, Zeddiccus, I mean, he's showing up, but he's still only got one character left. Oh!
That's okay. I mean, Zed's got the spark pop. AJ's got the spark pop. Similar health. Actually, even similar bars coming up here. Zed's going to be able to hit the pummel.
Oh my god, AJ Zero has spark advantage.
Oh my god!
Zeddiccus!
Zeddiccus! Z-E-D-D! Z-E-D-D! Takes down AJS Zero in the first round of the best of 3.
Damn, the other family. You know, Gohan has his family style, or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, Zed's team, 2 Vegetas and Trunks? Like, how much more, like, Saiyan blood family can you get?
Oh my god.
Well, I guess Trunks isn't purebred, but, you know, whatever.
Oh my god. Alright, so if AJ loses the next match right here, the tournament's over. It's not going to complete next week if AJ loses this match.
Man. Yeah, this is loser's bracket. This is a big deal for both these players right now. And, I mean, AJS Zero, I don't know. Maybe it's just me talking about it, but a lot of people are favoring him to be in the finals.
Yeah, AJ's is definitely a contender to win the whole thing, but Zeddiccus learning how to play this game in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, Zeddiccus is really just kind of pretty swift out of his misery. And he's just shooting him in the head like a lame horse. Like,
oh my god. I really feel like Zeddiccus is one of the players that has grown the most in this league. Oh my god, no matter the result here. Oh, AJS hitting a couple of snoopers. Switches out for the Kid Buu.
Very good combo there, leading into a lot of damage, but that blue health, it's all going to be back. And Vegeta, regular old play Vegeta, that looks like a missed input there. But he's still doing work. He doesn't even care. He takes out Kid Buu.
Little bit of a missed input. Able to take out that Kid Buu. Zeddiccus is feeling great right now. Holy shit.
Man. Zeddiccus, who's sometimes, I don't know. I don't even know what he's sometimes. Like, this is a very strange scenario. I mean, I thought Swift was the crowd favorite. He's the commissioner. He has plot armor. What's going on?
I don't know what is happening in this game.
Oh man, that Trunks laying down some speed down. Gonna get the knockdown to level 1.
Oh,
And
swap
switch.
out into the Vegeta. Gonna pop that spark. Level 2 spark.
Oh! Wait, what? I don't know what happened there. Am I supposed to know what happened there? I don't get this game. Wang, tell me what's happening.
Just what's happening is Zeddiccus is up 3 characters to 2, but he looks like he might get low on Trunks right here. This is gonna be a hell of a lot of damage.
Oh, he's
Oh,
still
and
alive
Trunks
though! With
barely-
all that blue health! Get the swap! Zeddiccus, no!
Oh, he didn't get the swap. AJS0 back in the driver's seat. He lost the spark, but he can still control this game.
I would not say driver's seat. It's more like he's trying to take a wheel away from Zed right now, and he's steering the car into a
sitting in that-
ravine.
Sit in that middle seat, you know, like the one where the little kid sits, but like definitely not the passenger. AJ's blows 3 bars for nothing.
Wow,
That
not
was a
worth-
risky move.
Not worth it all. Advantage coming out of Zeddiccus here with a slight bar advantage, but he is taking all of the damage here, and he needs to die, apparently. But he still
Zeddiccus
has that spark.
does still have the spark. He's down to 1 character.
Oh man,
Got
he's got
sitting on 2 bars. Yeah, this will pop the spark right here on his way down. Yeah, just like that.
Oh, the double knee to the face. The combo gets busted out. Does he land?
Nope, doesn't,
Missed
not
input,
able to get the super.
Zeddiccus!
You know, he was the one telling me before this Baddy Ball Z this week on how to not miss that input. And apparently he's not very good at it himself. But
He is getting nervous. He is messing up left and right here.
oh, but this is going to be the end of Android 18.
All right,
Down
5
to 21.
bar. 5 bar. Spark is probably on for a little bit longer.
You're as good as
Raw flash. Get
Oh,
him!
oh my God, Zeddiccus!
Knocks
Holy shit!
HS0 out of the tournament.
D E D D Z
D,
E
D,
D.
D, 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 D.
Don't expect
Zeddiccus
thanks from me.
wins the match,
battle is only
goes
making
on
me stronger.
to the next round of the losers. You will see him play next week. Nobody thought he had a chance. What the heck happened? AJS0 is I don't even know.
Yeah, I think we need to have a meeting about the script after this. Guys, we'll be back with Jim versus Wang, I believe, in
Yes.
the next match, and we're gonna consolidate the script and find out what happened this match. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last match of the night. Jim Bone versus my Wang. It's yours truly, Albino Joe, and with me is AJS0. How you doing, AJS?
This is pretty much the worst day of my life, but fortunately for me, it's going to be the worst day of one of these two players' lives as well, because these are two guys who will not accept anything less than first place in this league, and one of them is about to get knocked out. And
Brilliant
I'm really
way to
excited
put
for
it.
this match.
Brilliant way to put it. You're not going to be alone in that, AJS. There's, one of these two guys. No, both pretty decent players, both cocky.
Yeah, this is not Jim Cruz match 2. This is all offense right from the get-go. These guys are trading blows back and forth, but a nice double super out of Jim here. Wang almost going to lose that go on, but he gets the swap.
Very good swap there. Very safe swap out of Wang, and all sorts of damage coming out of Wang right now. Doing some damage to Nappa. Everyone on Jim's team is a little bit hurt, but he's laying down the smackdown, and Wang is not looking too terribly hot at this moment.
Yeah, he's going to swap Gohan back in. He's going to try to just keep two characters with high health bars here. As the pressure has started to slow down a bit, but it's finally turning into a decent combo there out of Jim, though. He's not really... He's kind of scared to chase into Wang. I'm not sure what happened, because at the start he was not playing like that. But maybe it doesn't matter if he keeps getting these nice 2H punishes on Wang.
Oh man, Jim laying the beat down with a safe swap. Trunks is now your enemy. And Wang, you lose Goku Black? What the hell?
Yeah, well, you see, Trunks has a sword. Goku Black forgot to bring his out. Obviously, Trunks wins that one.
Man, sword at the ready. Trunks clearly superior in this matchup for this time. Happy birthday going down. Not enough. Not a lot of damage, I should say, as the block is out there from Vegeta as well.
Yeah, ooh, nice 2H out of Jim. He has been consistently getting these punches. Maybe the best in the league at pulling that one off. And then he gets the safe swap onto Nappa as well. Wang probably about halfway through that spark already as Jim has blocked everything he's tossed out during the spark. Still gets that combo going, pushes Wang into the corner before Wang finally gets the pressure of his own, but nothing is sticks. Another nice 2H out of Jim.
Yeah, and it's very unfortunate. Jim is landing some very good combos, but he seems to be dropping some inputs with the jump cancels as he his Trunks falls.
Yeah, that's been an issue for him all night. We were saying in the Cruzmaster match maybe it was a lag thing, but now it's starting to look like maybe it is just more of a Jim thing. As a nice anti-air there out of Wang was not in range to hit with level 1, but he hits him with the special, and he's going to hit with that level 1. Gohan powered up to level 3. And now Jim finally has to bring in the main character. He's still in a decent place here, but not for long if Wang keeps punishing.
Goku, you got a rebellious child who's kicking your ass, or not. Is this allowed? What is happening?
It was so big for Wang to survive there, but Jim still gets the punish. Every single one of these super dashes has turned into massive Jim damage. And now Jim with the nice advantage. The Dragon Punch to put Vegeta on the ground, the Dragon Rush to put him up, and I think this might be the end. Show us the ultimate form. Oh, the Dragon Rush is... Oh. A little flub there at the end, but it doesn't matter. Jim Bone finishes off Vegeta, as is canon. It takes his lead 1-0.
Wow, crazy match there. And yeah, not necessarily the cleanest, as we were saying out of Jim Bone, but he is clearly finding more opportunities than Wang at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see what Wang is able to swap up here for game 2. He had a few hot streaks going there, but he also he kind of lucked out with Jim dropping some of those combos.
But I mean, like, the amount of opportunities, again, that Jim is just finding, you know, he's finding a lot of entry points. Just because he's not finishing out those combos, he's still finding twice as many.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think Jim looked better than the margin he won by in that game, which bodes badly for Wang.
For
but
sure.
At least Wang gets the opening there.
Happy birthday!
A little bit of damage out of that 16.
Over there.
Not necessarily a ton, but, you know, something. And laying down some solid damage, landing a first, a good complete combo right there. And Wang missing some stuff.
Yeah, just doesn't follow up on the 2H. Because once again, how many times is Wang going to super dash into Jim's waiting anti-air?
I'll keep a tally.
This is some, ugh. But Jim tossing out a lot of meter there. Doesn't accomplish much, but gets the combo going after. These are kind of some low-use advantages Jim's been popping out.
Oh!
But fortunately, Wang able to get the swap there. And Goku coming in a lot earlier than the last game.
Yeah, and that missed combo on Android 16 is going to cost Jim a lot, as there's, half his health blue just about. Could be scary to see again.
God, Jim is blowing so much meter to not accomplish anything this game, and that could cost him as this comes down to the wire a bit, when a lot of players are usually sitting on, 3-4 bars. Jim will still be maintaining that 0.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, he may be wasting all this meter for nothing, but again, look at the health bars. Jim is just finding so many more opportunities than Wang that it doesn't matter what he's doing with his power, what he's doing with his inputs. He's just laying down more damage overall.
Yeah, this is, when we talk about how neutral game is more important than combos, this is what we need.
Yeah. I see it now. I see it, Swift. You were right all along.
Ooh, and a nice anti-air yet again out of Jim. We need an anti-air counter stream. Wang is going to go for the very early spark. That's not a very Wang play, but it's certainly into a solid combo here for him. As Trunks is getting chunked out on the ground here. One more punish and Wang might be able to finish, but Trunks is going to reverse this one back around. And that's the hard knockdown. But Jim, once again, Dragon Rushes.
Oh, you gotta do the proper quarter circle, man. What's going on? Well, it doesn't matter. Map is out now. Jim Bone means all sorts of business here, as he still has a spark, he still has his 3 characters. And Wang coming out with the 2H of his own for once. I shouldn't say for once, he's landed a couple of them.
Wang in a pretty rough spot here. Jim has the meter, he has the health, he has the spark. That health advantage is getting a lot bigger here as Jim knocks him down, gets the swap punishment. Oh, go on, just a sliver of health, gonna survive a little longer. But Wang cannot drop this block to anything, and there it was. No. Now all Jim has to do is land one good combo. He has the meter to level 3, or to do the 3-way level 1 if he wants to.
I mean, this is all over, man. If Wang pulls this through, like...
Well,
what are the
one
odds?
step at a time. Low as fuck. But this is the Baddy League. And that ain't go easy that Wang's playing up against.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
This is going to be close to the end. If Jim gets the hard knockdown, he's going for that Nappa combo, but it's not a hard one. But this might be it, and that's it. Jim takes the set 2-0, advances to top 4.
Jim Bone.
A pretty clean 2-0.
Very clean. I mean, clean in
Well,
the victory.
decisive. Let's go with decisive. I don't want to call that clean, but a win's a win. Which means we've got our top 4 set. We got Cruzmaster versus Swordandmace in the winner's bracket, Zeddiccus and Jim Bone in the loser's bracket as we advance to the best of 5 stage next week. So we will see you all there.